Right, so this is day 2 of the Fuck It Let's Go challenge. So if you didn't watch day 1, it's not too late. Go and watch it now. Take the time to... Wait a minute. Yes, I thought it was, but I was just checking. It's still Scorpio moon, deep in the Scorpio moon. So take the time in this Scorpio moon to really tune in to those deeper feelings. Again, this might actually work out better for some of you if you're catching on this late. So because we're deeper in the Scorpio moon, take the time to get in touch with the truth. The brutal truth would be the Scorpio moon about how you feel about yourself, right? Especially because it's a Scorpio moon, you know, this, those of you that have any like mother wounds or wounds around female, if it's not your actual mother or anyone down it, like could be like, I know people that have had issues with like grandmothers and stuff like that, the maternal line basically, this, it could be female. So if you've had difficult, so again, I really do feel as I'm recording these, I'm seeing the vision of how this is going to help specifically a lot of men that maybe you don't feel comfortable going to any type of healer or therapist or shaman, and it's going to help, be able to help you in private. And do you know what I mean? And but all I would hope is that if you really get a lot of help out of this in a big way, or even if it scratches the surface, but it will help you in a big way if you do it. Give us the feedback. You know, give me the feedback anonymously. Book a session to keep the momentum going. I've just realised as well, this is really quite nuts because this really does correspond with, you know, like I said, I basically have periods of like 3-day fasts here and there, like of fasting and praying to break off the stronger attachments and basically demons that people have in them for the collective, right? So yeah, this will kind of correspond with me having done that by the time you watch this. So it's, the energy is really going to fit very nicely with what we're doing here. But yeah, so you've picked, hopefully by this, but basically, yeah, watch day 1, but just briefly, but do watch it. Don't just like I want you to have identified a limiting belief about something that you don't feel good about yourself. My suggestion is those of you that want to release some weight, you know, pick something like that. But you don't. It can be anything around confidence or something, or some type of addiction, something that's taken too much of your time and energy, right? So you've identified what the pain point is, limiting belief, what your vice is, your addiction, if you've got one. But I would say we've all got something that's on an unhealthy habit. Even if it's not been an unhealthy habit for very long, but it's something that you've kind of picked, like, why am I doing this? Pick that, because that's an attachment and I can help you with that. I can definitely help you one-to-one, but you know what I'm saying? Like, this challenge can help you with. Yeah, so that's what you've done yesterday. Like I said, it's not too late to do it now. So now this is basically day 2. What, I don't know why I'm looking at this. What healthy habit could you choose to focus on? What intention could you set in place of what you've been doing? So really brainstorm and think. I wouldn't even brainstorm. I would actually just get still and just let it flood into your consciousness. Or if you're like me, pick up your phone, make a voice note, just allow yourself to speak freely and see what you come up with. What could I do to focus on? So like, for instance, if it is you want to release that weight, you've identified, or if you haven't, you can do it now. Identify the weight you want to be. I suggested getting like a picture of yourself, a weight that you really liked yourself at, right? Even if it was ages ago, just get that, because the point is you felt good about yourself. Side note, if you want, for bonus points, you could also find a picture of your inner child, and put that somewhere prominent, and, you know, remind yourself you're doing this for your inner child, to empower your inner child, you know, to pour more love into them. Because I'm an inner child healer as well, everything I do is inner child soul retrieval. And I want you to try and form some sort of positive affirmation about what you're going to focus on. So if you can think of a positive affirmation yourself, then that's what I'll help people with tonight on the live stream. So, but what I'm going to say is, like, you know, how I teach about holding space. This isn't about fixing one another, okay? So it's about supporting, we're all going to be helping ourselves alongside one another. So celebrating each other and stuff, but when people share about their pain and their things, like, you know, you can pray for them, hold space, but don't try and fix it for them, right? My role in this is a little bit different because obviously I'm doing this as a coach. So tonight I feel the focus will be, because it's going to be intense again on this deep Scorpio moon. So I think I'm just going to stick with the 8 o'clock thing. I think I'm going to stick with 8 o'clock because I think to do this, I'm going to put a limit on it that I'll do it like 8 till 10 at night, you know, 2 hours so that I don't totally burn out, because the end of the week's my birthday kind of thing. But some time I might just keep it to an hour. It depends how my energy is, right? But especially because Scorpio moon, I can get a bit tired. So yeah, but join us 8 o'clock UK time tonight. And if you're still trying to work out what your thing is, that's fine. I can help you with that. For those of you that already done that, we'll focus on what your goal is with the, you know, the weight you want to be, but also something that you could choose to focus on to keep you motivated. Now that could literally be something simple as you've identified um a certain exercise that you could stick to for the next week. And then before you know it, you'll build upon it the next again week and the next. You know what I'm saying? Or you're going to walk for 20 minutes every day for the next week. Or yeah, I've actually got something like that in a deck of cards I've got. But you know what I mean? Like, you'll identify something positive in the place of the thing that you've been doing that you've identified isn't helping you, because you will have identified that yourself. You know what I mean? And then formulate that word's coming out a lot, formulate an affirmation around that. And then tonight we'll do something fun with affirmations and yeah, just things like that. And I think I'll use these wee word cards because they're showing me that in my third eye. So, because again, this one doesn't need to be that long. It's just, what could you do in place of what you've been doing that you've identified doesn't make you feel good. So if you've been talking negatively in your head, or not talking bad about yourself, basically stop it from this day on. And that's a brilliant thing to do in a Scorpio moon. Stop it from this day on. Don't speak about yourself like that. If you've done a personal session with me, even if you've just done one, you'll notice whenever I catch somebody talking down to themselves and they're not even noticing it, I'll pick up on it. Because, you know, I'm a counsellor therapist too, so you can't knock that out of me just because I'm doing it in my own way now. So what have we got? What's a word to inspire people? And then I'll use these tonight on the live stream too. And basically the point is with this, right, is that on the first day, yesterday, if you're watching this, or just whenever people watch it, you're identifying what your issue is, what is painful, what's your pain point, what are you struggling with, right? If it's your weight, you're struggling with your weight. If it's how you feel about yourself, it's how you feel about yourself. But you see how that's connected. If it's an addiction, you've identified your addiction, you're admitting to yourself. So it's effectively like, this is like a virtual, you know, a virtual come to Jesus moment. Maybe we should change the fuck it, let's go, come to Jesus. I'll take messy action. It is. It's like that. It's like a week of 5 days of deliverance in disguise. This is hilarious. So, like I said, I create the vision as I go along. Like, that is actually, see, they're actually already like advertising my package, because that is what my package is called, create your vision, and I didn't even mean that. That's hilarious. But I guess that's the one that'll be putting out there. So I'm just trying to think if there's anything else. Oh yes, the biggest thing is take some sort of action today. But it does, like I said, that could be the action. Just set a goal today. So don't want you to set any kind of goal on the Monday, right? That's important. If you did, it's fine. But just because some people, especially what I've identified along the years, it's always like, I'm an Aries, remember, but it's always like Aries placement. So Aries, Sun, Moon, or Rising that kind of like jump ahead. It doesn't correlate with, like, you know, it's because, especially because your shadow side of Aries would be impatient. So just go along. I keep thinking I hear my buzzer, and I don't know if it's the neighbour's buzzer. I don't know. Do you know what's weird though? It's 555, big changes. I really do get that. I heard that in the like this. Oh no, this is. I heard that in the video I just done. So big changes are coming. Yeah, just set and yeah, just take any action. Like if it's to do weight release, right? I'm going to walk 20 minutes every day, no matter come hell or high water. I'm going to walk 20 minutes for the next week. You know, just set something, take action. Or I'm going to do XYZ video to do my health. You know what I mean? Or if it's to do some kind of insecurity, confidence, like and speaking up, I'm going to set a boundary with this person I've been meaning to for a while. You know what I mean? But anyway, I'll help you with that tonight. We'll all help each other. We'll hold space. But specifically tonight, like I said, could people just hold space on the chat and allow me to help each person that's wanting help? Because there inevitably will be people who are like, oh, I don't know if I'm doing this right and all that kind of. So what's a word? Peace. Yeah, that's when I said it's deliverance in disguise. I wasn't joking, guys. It's about to be 11:11.